As we move into our next topic, y'all, 8 mistakes that you need to avoid making. And the person who is going to do, y'all know the roommates. The roommates they're back. The roommates are back. Hafeez gave us 8 mistakes to avoid. Specifically, he put an age range for men ages 18 to 25. But like I said, I'm only 26. I could take something from that. So it's cool. We can take something from this. I'm sure he'll have some good points. And there's 8 of them. Something we can rock with. But this is the self-development portion. It'll have a little bit of money stuff, because it's some 8 mistakes that you'll make with that money for sure. But self-development wise too, it's some things that we can gain from this. With that, let's go ahead and get into our next topic. Let's get it, Hafeez.
Yo, what's good, fellas? They are 8 mistakes that most men make between the ages of 18 and 25 that lead to decrease in satisfaction of life. Reason being is because there are 4 needs that need to be met for every man to be happy. First, physiological needs. Second, safety needs. Third, love and belonging. And fourth, esteem. For each need, I will show you 2 mistakes that you cannot afford to be making. So let's go ahead and get started by beginning with our physiological needs. Point number 1 is that becoming a doctor can make you useless. And I know I'm about to trigger a lot of my immigrant people, but we all know about the big 3 careers: doctor, lawyer, and engineer. And while those 3 careers do pay well at times, simply pursuing careers for the sake of money not only will age you faster, but it will leave you completely unsatisfied, because you'll be locked by these golden handcuffs because you're only working for money. A study of over 78,000 Japanese residents over the age of 65 found that people who only work for money and not in pursuit of the ikigai were 31% likely to struggle with everyday tasks like getting up, dressing up, and being motivated for life. So in order to decrease how fast you age and find your purpose, all you gentlemen have to do is follow these 4 important steps. Step number 1, identify what you love. Step number 2, determine what you're good at. Step number 3, find what you can be paid for. And step number 4, consider what the world needs. By following these 4 steps in pursuit of your career, you not only will age slower and live longer, but you also live a purpose-driven life and be satisfied regardless of what space and career you pursue. Number 2, your
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a tough one to rock with, Hafeez. That's a tough one to rock with, man. It's a lot of things out there. I know as a man, you want to pursue your dreams, but you do got to get to that money. I will say I didn't enjoy the process of becoming an engineer too much, but I love what I do at this. I do love what I do. So I don't know how I can really fit into talking about this, because when I went into engineering, I literally went into engineering because I knew it was, it was about that money. My original plan in high school was, okay, I'm gonna do architect. I want to be an architect. I kind of found out about that whole process, and that I said, heck no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That ain't it. So I moved over. I had a construction class, and we did electrical work. I was cool with that. I liked that. I enjoyed that. Okay, let me be an electrical engineer. That's literally how I picked it. Yeah, I want to be an electrical engineer. So I picked electrical engineer. Did I enjoy the classes? No. I don't think I was too happy taking a lot of them classes. But in the end, I went through a period of doing things that I probably didn't enjoy all the way too much. So I get to a point where I'm happy. I don't too much, believe in the whole Follow your passion thing for a lot of people because it ain't gonna work. I believe if you get to the money and then follow your passion, then you will be a lot more happier. Because that's literally what I'm doing. I'm doing my job and I'm doing my passion all at the same time. But if I'm just only chasing my passion and it ain't producing no money, that's a little rock in a hard place right there. That's a little rock in a hard place. But if you follow the steps that he gave, I think it will work out. You know, the steps to figuring that whole thing out, I think it works. But you gotta follow the steps and you gotta be on a path to get it. Most people, you say you pursuing your purpose when really you're not going as hard as it actually takes to pursue that purpose. Especially when it comes to these people who are creatives, like you want to be a rapper. That's a very tough one, and it costs to be a rapper. A lot of people can't pursue their dream of being a rapper because it costs too much. Getting in that studio is not cheap. I know. I'm telling y'all. I know some people. I ask them all the time. One thing I will ask people about is that money. Yo, how much you pay for that studio session? Yeah. I see why you don't put out music like I would think like somebody would be putting out music. Because that stuff costs. So, I'm one to believe in, get to that bag, chase your passion after. Now, if it's a doctor, you got to put in a lot of time. You got to put in a lot of time. Maybe don't do that. There's other routes, there's other routes out here that you can go. There's other routes out here you can go. Let's go ahead and get to his second point.
Vitamin deficiency makes you weak. Gentlemen, I know so many of us have been slacking on our vitamin game. I know your mom scars you by making you eat the Flintstone vitamins. I hated the purple ones when you were a kid. But guys, there are 5 vitamins that every single man needs to be taking daily, because if you're not taking these vitamins, what happens is not only do you increase your risk of disease and cancer, but you're also affecting your day-to-day performance and not optimizing your mind, because according to statistical data, 92% of people have a vitamin deficiency. So let me quickly walk you guys through the 5 vitamins you need to be taking daily. First vitamin is vitamin A, which helps you with your vision and your cellular growth. After you guys take vitamin A, you gotta take vitamin B, which will help you with your metabolism, your hormones, your red blood cell flow, as well as your brain health. Then you have to go ahead and take vitamin C. And vitamin C is great for helping you with immunity as well as to improve your skin. Then you guys have to take vitamin D, because vitamin D is going to help improve your testosterone. That's the key right there. And then last but not least, you have to take vitamin B12, which keeps nerves and blood cells healthy as well as increase your energy production. And an easy way to make sure you're incorporating all these vitamins is by eating more whole foods, eggs, cheeses, yogurts, strawberry, oranges, and fish to your diet. And all these foods are extremely inexpensive and will help you meet your daily requirements for your vitamins. Fellas, now
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't took a vitamin since the Flintstones. I'll give you that, Hafeez. I think I do need to start taking vitamins, though. I think they'll help me out in the long run. But we gonna talk about you popping pills on this video. You was popping some pills on this video. They better have been vitamins. Nah, I believe they was vitamins. But hey, he do got a point on this one, y'all. He do got a point. See, now that's why I said it's something that we all can take from this, because I got some partners, they do take their vitamins. And they've been telling me, maybe I should get some vitamins. So I think I need to dibble and dabble into getting some vitamins, y'all. I think it'll make me a more productive person, or at least, I don't know if I'm missing out on these, if I'm actually eating the foods that naturally give these things. So I think that, I don't want to be at a vitamin deficiency. So I think, hey, this is one of those things that I said we can all learn from, y'all. I'm gonna go get me some vitamins when I get back to the US. I ain't gonna lie to you, and start getting me a little regimen of taking my vitamins every day. That way I can be more productive out here. and not be slacking. Thank you, Hafeez, for this one. Let's
All
continue.
we've done is decrease how fast you age and increase your vitamin intake, putting you in the top 8% of men out there. But we're not going to stop there. There's still 3 more needs that you need to meet in order to live a truly successful life, which leads us to the next part, which is safety and security. Let's jump into mistake number 1. You have the wrong emergency fund. Most young men today are told to save 6 months of expenses. What I found is that advice is very impractical, especially as cost of living has increased so rapidly. So what I've realized that you need a really good fallout plan in case you get down to your last dime. So instead of saving money from your paycheck, you need to save future money, and here are 4 ways to do so. Number 1, you have to keep jobs you can do in reserve. My favorites, Amazon, Uber, DoorDash is not the sexiest job, but it's something that you can always do immediately to pick up money today. Number 2, identify skills you can monetize quickly. Can you cut grass? Can you wash cars well? Can you do skills on Fiverr and Upwork? Every man needs to have at least one skill in his back pocket. Number 3, consider moving back in with your parents. Gentlemen, I had to do this multiple times in my life. It's not the sexiest thing, but you have to humble yourself and realize by cutting down on those expenses, there may be a season when it's okay in order to get your money back up. And number 4, cut down with your style. Too many of you guys waste money, you know who you are, buying clothes to keep up with the Joneses. 7 outfits max, and use the rest of that money to be able to put back into yourself. Mistake number.
There we go, Hafeez. That was a great one. That was a great one. Because I do agree, having that much money, just sitting on the side, it don't really make sense. Especially when we know that it's losing value because inflation's going through the roof. It's going to lose value. That's going to happen 1,000%. So I like how he approached this whole emergency fund thought process. Have you a backup plan instead. Have a backup plan. Of course, I'm gonna keep my little $2,000 in my thing just in case I get a little emergency. I could just that little 2,000. We don't really got that. But an overall, having 6 months stacked in there, that is definitely to me a little bit unfeasible. A little bit unfeasible. Not that I can't do it. I could easily, get there. But just having to sit there losing value all that time, it's kind of like, I would much rather have a backup plan. Go right back to Walmart, Uber, cut some grass, like he said, figure out some ways to monetize. Hey, move in with your parents. I done said that 1,000 times. Yeah, a lot of y'all should have stayed home. And then, you don't got to buy them clothes. You ain't got to buy them clothes. For sure. You ain't got to buy them. You're going to have to, literally, downscale your life all the way. That's what he should have said for those last two. Downscale your life all the way in an emergency. It's just an emergency, the emergency aspect of it. That way, all that money you were stacking, go put it into something and get that compound interest ball rolling. Get your snowball going the other way. Let's continue.
Number 2, you are not authoritative. Gentlemen, when it comes to your style, too many of you guys don't take that serious enough. What I found is that you want to dress the way you want people to treat and receive you. So it's very important that your style needs to communicate an authority figure as well as somebody who's approachable. You don't want people thinking that you're timid and weak. So my go-tos are stick to what the Secret Service and bouncers at nightclubs wear, and let me tell you how. 1, you want to wear outfits that are in dark or neutral colors like charcoal, navy, or black. Number 2, opt to wear black leather dress shoes or black boots instead of wearing sneakers. Number 3, if you have to wear a belt, wear a black leather belt without a silver buckle to add a touch of professionalism. And last but not least, number 4, shave and edge your beard to follow your jawline. Gentlemen, if you do these simple steps today, it will help you not only become more approachable, but be that authority figure who gets that respect and security that you desire. Now that you've
I feel this one too, Hafeez. I'm telling you, I got a good story now. I changed my swag up, y'all. You know, I started wearing my pea steppers with my chinos, with the belt on, and I tuck in my shirt, all that. Get your little jacket, you know, set it off. But my folks, they literally made a bet. We all on vacation. How much you bet Steve gonna come out with his shirt tucked? And I walked out when they said it. I said, yeah, I got my shirt tucked. Y'all already know what's up. They said, I won that bet. I said, yeah, you won that bet. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I had that shirt tucked in on 1,000%, y'all. They already knew what was up. My friends talking about some, man, you ain't on no sneakers. Nah, where my pea steppers at? I'm about to have my pea steppers on. That's how I know, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole different vibe. It give out a whole different vibe. I'm telling you, you walk in there all clean. Everybody else got, you know, they got on their streetwear. I'm gonna be clean with it. The belt, the pea steppers, chino pants, a nice collared shirt tucked in or something. You feel me? With a nice jacket. Oh. I'm telling y'all, that right there, that's Steve right there. That's Steve right there. I'm feeling that, Hafeez. I'm feeling that.
Successfully met your physiological needs as well as your safety and security needs, there are two more needs that need to be met in order to optimize your life, which leads to our next one, which is love and belonging. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off with mistake number one. You are chasing the wrong women. Guys, studies show that the average man today spends 25 minutes a day watching pornographic material. Yeah. I don't know what country they did those studies in, because I believe those numbers are way higher. And research shows that 44% of men between the ages of 18 and 25 watch explicit content this month. Like I said, I believe that number is also higher. With that being said, you guys are focusing in on the wrong women, and you need to be focusing on the right woman. So here's a quick checklist to ensure that whatever woman you're associating with is the right woman to bring into your life. Number one, she wants the same things out of life as you. Gentlemen, I cannot emphasize how freaking important that is. Number two, she shows enthusiasm for your dreams and your goals. There's nothing worse than a dream killer. Run if you see one of those. Number three, she shares her achievements with you. Guys, you want a girl who wants to celebrate her success in life with you. Number four, she batters her eyelids at you. Guys, that's so important because know what it shows? She's actually into you and attracted to you. So many of you guys waste your time with girls who are not attracted to you. Number five, she makes that Marilyn Monroe face. Guys, you know what that, you guys know what that face is. And number six, she brings you peace. Gentlemen, I need you to take that phrase, she brings me peace, put it on your wall, look at it every day, because that is everything. And by following these 6 items on the check,
I'm gonna pause that 6 right there and we gonna get to them. She wants the same things out of life as you. Very important. You want to make sure that you got somebody who's willing to go down the same path as you. They willing to follow you, you know, on the path that you're trying to go. If she does not want the same things out of life as you, it's not going to work. She shows enthusiasm for your dreams and your goals. She supports you, y'all. That's what you know. You need somebody who supports you. That's a big thing. If she's not supporting you, then hey, gots to go. She shares her achievements with you. She wants to celebrate with you, y'all. You know that's it. Come on now, that's a given. She bats her eyelids at you, and then she make that Marilyn Monroe face. Those are the same things to me. That she actually wants you. It's something when a guy has to learn that if she don't want you, she don't want you. Move on to the next, bro. Move on to the next. I used to, hey, I'm telling y'all straight up when it comes to them females, if she don't want me, your friend want me. So I'm going to go and try to talk to your friend instead. Forget you, you don't want me. Just move on. You feel me? We ain't wasting time no more. We done lived through that. We done lived through that, wasting our time with females that don't want you. Come on, move on. And then she brings you peace. Lord knows, please bring me peace. Please. Because if not, you annoying the hell out of me. I'm annoyed. And I can't get no relaxation. Please, leave me be. Let me get some peace.
list
great
and
list,
only
Hafeez.
putting women like that in your life, I guarantee you about to 10x your success, well-being, and sense of belonging. Number two, you don't have 6 close friends in person. Guys, I cannot tell you how much the loneliness epidemic is ruining the lives of men. Everything in life is about relationships and the people you surround yourself with. 30 years ago, the average man had 6 friends on average. And nowadays, most men barely can have one friend. Community is everything. This is why I built this standard, because I truly believe that men having community is going to radically transform their lives. So there are 6 friends that every man needs to have in his life today, and the 6th one is the most important. The first friend that you need is a serious friend. You need a friend to help you stay true to your goals and help you stay on track, which will help release dopamine. The second friend that you need is a comedian. You need a friend who can help lighten up the mood, release those endorphins that will help you guys improve your mental health and rid depression. Number 3, you need the adventurer. The adventurer friend will help open you up to new things and show you different things in life, as well as to help increase your adrenaline. Number 4 is the listener. The listener is that friend that you can depend on. That individual will help you release oxytocin, which will help improve your sense of trust and belonging. Number 5, I call this a righteous friend. You need a friend who can speak the truth to you, that can help point you to God and help keep you on the straight and narrow, which will help release serotonin, which will help regulate your mood and well-being. And last but not least, you need that fitness, that gym partner who will help motivate you, who will help push you to the next limit. And studies have shown that having a good gym partner will help release all 5 chemicals that I previously described. Now, at this point, you guys have decreased the rate of which you age.
Hey, y'all, friendship is essential to the soul, man. And those 6 friend types to me are those are great friends to have. I feel like I'm about 4 out of the 6 of them. I can be 4 out of the 6 of those for a lot of people. 4 out of the 6 of those is what I feel like. Okay, yeah, I can be those friends. I see myself being on that, which lets me know that somebody can cover multiple of those. Everybody will probably be missing about 1 or 2. But yeah, have y'all some friends, yo. Get you some friends. Get out there and talk to some people. Go hang out with some people. Like being alone is cool and all, but nobody wants to go through life alone. Like, go get y'all some friends, man. It really does give you a belonging place. A belonging place. Get a community or something, man. You got to, man. You got to. It will develop you in so many ways. Just having those different friends, that you can be a totally different person with. And they all important in being who you are. You feel me? Like, you don't have to be a monolith. You can be multiple of those actually to somebody else as well. So it just is what it is. Go get y'all some friends. Let's continue, Hafeez.
Increase your vitamin intake, created a plan for an emergency fund, help you develop a sense of authority and approachability in your style, found out how to select the right women, and realize the 6 types of friends that you need to make. But there is one last thing that you need to do in order to become part of the 1% of self-actualized men, which leads us to our final need, which is esteem. Mistake number 1, avoid survivorship bias. Gentlemen, survivorship bias occurs when you only pay attention to the top 1% of men who are extremely successful, and then you look at your own life and think that you're a failure. You see, social media is so good at it. It makes it seem that everyone's making millions on crypto and internet marketing, which is not the case. A study from the University of Purdue literally said that you need $95,000 a year for a content lifestyle and $60,000 to $75,000 for an emotional, healthy life. That's not the 6 figures people are telling you online. So what this means is you don't have to beat yourself up because you're not one of these 1% men who are doing so well financially on Instagram, because comparison is a thief of joy and it's only leading to depression and misery. Last but definitely not.
Yeah, comparison is definitely the thief of joy, y'all. Stay off social media. Social media is so fake. I know, because I'm on social media and I create social media content. That's how I know it's fake. That's how I know that it's all a story played out. It's all a director is in place showing you exactly what you want to be seen. You watch a video, you don't know that they done walked 10 miles to see this beautiful sculpture or whatever. You just think they living the life. Well, I'll say, let me put it for me. You think I'm traveling the world. He got all the money in the world. I'm working. I'm working. It just gives me the opportunity to do these things. You feel me? I'm working 12-hour days. And then on the weekend, if I'm not too tired, then I can go do something. But I record, and that's what you see. It's fake. The whole stuff that y'all see, it's totally fake. There is things behind the scene that come with all of this. Comes with it all. So yeah, stop comparing, y'all. Stop comparing and go grind for yourself. Do that. Go grind for yourself.
Not least, the second mistake is an overemphasis of material success. Gentlemen, Finland is ranked the happiest country in the world 7 times in a row. And the reason that people in Finland are so happy because they don't focus simply in on the stuff that we're so consumed with in America. They believe that passion is a luxury, and they focus in on the simple everyday life and everyday things that they get to enjoy instead of what they don't have. So what this means to you is that you need to prioritize events and material objects that actually make you happy. Like, for example, enjoying music or playing the musical instrument, having plants at your house, going to concerts and great events with friends, or heck, just being grateful that you have high quality everyday objects like your clothes, your shoes, or heck, even your phone case, as basic as that sounds. And now, if you do all 4 things that I've mentioned in this video, gentlemen, you reach the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and be part of the top 1% of men living a satisfied life. So now go out into the
Hey, Hafeez, we definitely appreciate you for that, man. We appreciate you for that, for sure. I know I appreciate you for that. I will say, being materialistic, it ain't the best. It ain't the best, because you look at it another time and you'll be like, man, I got this for no reason but just to impress people. I got this. Go for the experience over everything, 1000% every time. Go get your experience. That's 10 times more. Like he said, just being grateful for the things you have. Because when you look around this world, it's a lot of people that actually do have less than you have. And once you're happy with what you have, then you will start to just notice more. Oh, snap, I got this too. But it has to start with you being happy with what you have. And like I said, I'm all for the experience and just hanging out with the guys. We ain't got to go out to the club every weekend to try to impress a whole bunch of people. I'm cool with it, just staying at the crib, enjoying my friends. We sitting there, we playing Monopoly. The experience playing Monopoly, bro. I'm happy with that experience. I'm happy with the things that I do. In general, I'm happy with the things that I do. And y'all got to be the same way, man. Thank you, Hafeez, for that, man. And with that, make sure that y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment